It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many milk. Cause bird in my dome and like turbulent air.
Coach, thanks very much. Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Down. 15 line. 15 line. You better break. Let me know right now. Ready?
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Cook following the penalty. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 14-yard line.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
56, Mike, 56. I'm coming.
2nd and 9 now. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Vikings, first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Gator. 56. Squeeze, double. Check. Shoot.
It's Coleman here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tevin Coleman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Logan. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Play fake. Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time race.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. 77 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between...
And got his man complete. 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, 77 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ready! 50, plant. 56. I'm Greystone, grab it.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. The 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 39 yards there, a big one.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
They'll run with Cook. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Check. Ready.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-7. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Winston. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check cross. 36.
Now Jones. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 13. Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. But the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Logan looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Wait.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
I got one. Check. Hot route. Look. Squeeze. Rush in. Kill.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
Check three.
He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Look at me. Go.
On the carry, it's Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Off play action. Forbes rolling to his right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. And this one complete to Smith. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down.
45, 45 is Mike, 45. I got him. Under 10. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Go. 45 is the Mike. Hey, exit. We don't want this. Check, 45 is the Mike. Get it.
Looking to throw. Forbes. Open man as Thielen is complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Keep it up, guys. Wait. Joker.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Here we go.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Six guys. Check 6 guys. Flip. Check 25. One strong. Come on.
On second down, it's Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Are we really in the second half here? And this is the first time we've seen Jameis Winston connect with Mike Evans?
Yeah, you know that they missed that in the first half. Up until this point, they've really missed it, haven't they?
I think that's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. It's second and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. Jameis to throw it. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They're going to need some therapy after this. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. He's coming. He's coming. Hard. Now.
Back to throw. Forbes going deep for Diggs. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Here's Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Logan. Down right around the 25.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 3rd down, here's Jones. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Blue draw quarter. Check nickel. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hey, Delta.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Forbes. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. And an alley to run.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd down. Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Winston now from the 50. Open man is Howard, the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. This is Jones. And spins away. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 31, check 31. Show it, show it.
They'll go with Jones. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Bravo. 45. Check right, check right. Slam, slam, slam. 49, check 49, check 49. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Kill, kill, kill. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, wahoo. 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. I'm coming.
Looking to throw. Forbes going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Logan. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Ronald Jones unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Look at me, zipper. Check 52. Go on. Bang, bang. Shoot. Big trip.
To throw on 3rd down. Forbes. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And Davis is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return.